Hello everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome back to the Russell Hartley Show. Today we're going to be talking about men that have the feeling of being obligated. All right? Men want to feel useful, especially to women. Okay? So they want to feel obligated. All right? They like bearing the responsibility of their women. That having an obligation to their women is the thing that keeps them motivated. They want to provide because they feel obligated to do so. And obligation is the same thing as them feeling guilt. They feel guilty. They feel guilty if they don't take care of their people. They don't provide for themselves and others. They feel guilty. All right? They love the idea of being obligated, despite them telling you otherwise. They might say that they don't want to, or they want to live in some Peter fucking Pan land forever. But at the end of the day, men want to feel an obligation for their family such that they can provide for themselves, their woman, their kids, whatever it is. They want that obligation. Okay? So, if that obligation stems from guilt, maybe you can take advantage of that. All right? To ensure that the relationship is mutually beneficial. I'm not saying take full advantage of having some one-sided relationship. But what I am saying is that men will feel guilty for not helping you financially. And if you just come at them in the right way, they'll feel bad about it rather than feeling defensive about it. So, what should you do? Change your approach. If you do it from a place of feminine power, you get so much. You can gain so much. Okay? If you do it from a place of masculinity, demanding, being domineering, unless that's a fetish of theirs, okay? But unless it's that, they're not going to respond well. Okay? So, the answer, folks, is you can take advantage of the guilt that men feel for not helping their woman make ends meet. So if you say things like, I can't see you because I have to work. I'm not going to be able to see you because I can barely keep my lights on as it is. I'm going to have to pick up an extra shift. I'm not going to be able to spend time with you tonight. They're going to say, oh, girl, don't worry about those lights. I'll take care of them lights. Don't worry about it. And they'll feel so useful. You see? Because if they don't help you pay for those lights and you're going to be living in the dark, living off candles or whatever, at least as far as they're concerned, they're going to feel guilty because they couldn't help you. Don't you see? They want to feel obligated. I hope that helps. I hope that helps a lot. Hi. Hello, guys. What if he knows you make good money? Don't tell him. That's not his business. He doesn't need to know how much you make, and men don't want to know how much you make. And if they do want to know how much you make, he's scheming. What's he want to know for? If he wants to know how much money you make, he's sizing up in his own head how little he's going to have to work now. So, tell him you don't make much. Barely getting by. You're a volunteer. It's an unpaid internship. He'll still want you anyways. So, he just now won't have to do any math calculations in his head. All right? Simple as that. Should the woman reciprocate? Reciprocate what? Reciprocate what? Should she be reciprocating? Could be anything, folks. Keep it a family-friendly show, though. All right? Let's see here. Hi. Yeah. So, yeah, I know I'm aware of the things. We got a special show today. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to do things a little bit different. But I'm aware of the situation that happened. I know people want me to post about it, and I don't want to make my channel like a political thing in any way. It's a tragedy what happened to Charlie. That's a real shame. Despite what you think about him, whatever. Anyway, any place that you sit, it's just really bad. A really bad thing that happened in America, and now it's also 9/11. Look, I'm aware of everything that's going on. It's real tragedy. It's tragedy for America in general, the anniversary of a serious tragedy, and also it's a real tragedy what happened to a very young man with a young wife and kids at home. All right, so my well wishes to his family. I can't believe that we live in a world that is like this, but we have to, we just got to address it, and I really hope the best for his family. Really, she's so young and she's got those young kids. Real shame what happened, but gotta keep the show going. I'm here for you guys, so okay. Moving along. Okay, let's see here. Can we talk about avoidant attachment man? Okay, here's the thing. An avoidant attachment man is going to string you along for years. All right, you're going to get strung along for years and years. But there's hope for you yet, ma'am. Don't you worry. After 7 to 10 years, when you're not looking, he's out hoeing or trying to. And when he's not getting the results that he wants, and 7 to 10 years from now, he'll still marry you. All right, his little backup plan. So, cute little backup plan. Little backup. That's you. That's what dating an avoidant attachment's like. So, just wait a decade, and then y'all will head on down to the courthouse. Might as well. All right? My little backup. Okay? That's your situation. Okay? I hope that helps. Hope that sheds some light on things. If he's avoidant attachment, if he's an avoidant man, what's that say about you? If you were Jessica Alba in her prime, or Beyonce, or whatever, he wouldn't be so avoidant. So, if you're okay with being a backup, just sit where you're at, because in 10 years' time, you'll get a witness or two will watch you sign the marriage documents at the courthouse for the tax breaks. So, how romantic. I hope that helps, folks. Yippee! That's right. That avoidant attachment man. I was going to say, nope, not happening. The avoidant attachment man will marry you just a decade later than you wanted. All right? You got an avoidant attachment and an anxious attachment, which is 90% of y'all. And then y'all are just going to be in a game of tug of war for 15 years before you finally just concede, where you just give in. Now you're married. All right? So, a love story. That's right. I promise you that's true. That's exactly how it goes every time. Let's see here. Is he love bombing me, or am I just not used to being treated nice? Probably. Maybe that's the case. I don't get it. How are y'all going on dates with men that don't treat you nice? Is the bar this low? Is it really that bad? What's happening out there? My God. The guy buys you a pack of Raisinets, and it's like, coming to my show. Is he love bombing me? It's a king size man, not a bomb. All right? Relax. Is it that bad? Oh, man. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi. Hello, everyone. Okay. How long should I wait to move in? Listen, some people there's a whole big debate about like whether you should move in before marriage, and there's some strong feelings on either side of the fence. The way I see it, though, is that if you don't know what people are like until y'all living together. If you guys are living in the same house, sharing the same bathroom, sharing the same bed, every time you walk into that bathroom, there's beard hairs everywhere. He leaves the toilet seats up. He will, with a straight face, finish a bowl of cereal, I don't know, whatever they eat, and then will literally put it next to the sink. Not in the sink, not in the dishwasher, next to the sink for someone else to manage and deal with. Who's that someone else going to be? If you don't live with someone before you commit to 45 more years of this, maybe you should just try it out for a little while. You might realize in 2 short years that you hate this man. You hate him. Good thing you had only went for 2 years instead of 45. You know, before making a lifetime commitment. Maybe just move in for a little while. See how it goes first. Take a test drive. All right? You never know. But maybe you'll like all those little things. Or maybe you'll hate them. Better to test drive. Love you and Shira. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Houston Rose Gardner. Thank you, ma'am. Will an avoidant attachment man treat me like a placeholder? That's literally the definition. Yes. Yes. If he's avoiding you, you're a placeholder. You're a placeholder. But the thing is that most men are as virile as they imagine that they are. All right? They think they're so good with women. There's like nothing more confident than a man that has a girlfriend at home. All right? And when you're not looking and he's striking out left and right, he'll come on home to you, sis. So, a love tale. All right? How do I make him start spending? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have this handy dandy chart that I made. Okay? Y'all don't think I come to prepared for these things? Here's how. I'm going to show you. So today, let me just take you to school real quick. Y'all, you asked. Don't look at me like that. You asked me. I'm going to give you the answers. Y'all want some answers? I've perfected this, all right, over the years. All I have is a list. And I'm going to talk about these things because I can only say what would work on me, all right? And you can't really trick me, all right? But these things might trick me, all right? So I'll give you the answers. Y'all ready? So, a couple of things. Let's start from the top. Men invest in women they like. Let's start there, all right? If the man is not investing in you, cash money, he doesn't like you. The end, all right? Men invest in women they like. And if you're not getting any cash, he hates you, all right? So, change the locks, move out, change your hair color, go by your middle name, whatever. Get out of there. Run for the hills. Men invest in women they like. If you're not getting cash, he hates you. Okay? I hope you learned something. Okay? That's number one. Okay. Here we go. How to test if he's a provider man on the first date. How to test if he's a provider. All right, you want to know the answer? I'll give you the answer. Hang on, I got to get my list here nice and steady. Wait, come on now. How to test if he's a provider on the first date. Just get here, on my chair. There we go. How to test if he's a provider on the first date. Y'all want to know how? Here's how. When he picks you up on the first date, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna have your little bag, your little clutch or whatever, right? You're gonna go out there and then you're gonna say, hi, I know we plan on going on a date today, but I don't have any money. Here's all I got. Not much. I got like $6. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Do you still want me to go? Do you still want to go? I'm sorry, I only have like $6. Do you still want me? And he's going to go, girl, come on in this car. Get on in here. What are you talking about? I didn't ask how much was in your purse. And you're going to go, are you sure? Are you super sure? Because I only have like $6. You can see I got a lip kit in there, lip liner I meant, lip gloss, 6 Tic Tacs, and a couple bucks. That's it. This is all I got. Do you still want me to go? And then he's going to say, of course I want you to go. What are you talking about? Get in here, you silly gal. You're going to be like, okay, just wanted to make sure you didn't want me for my money. And then he will, at the very least, provide dinner for you that evening. Okay? So, if he provides dinner for you that evening, he'll provide more later. Okay? Every time you go on a date, show him what's in your clutch. Bro tip between us, don't have much in there. All right? A couple of dollars for the ballet. I don't know. Y'all get it. How to get money from a man. Okay? How to get money from a man. There's so many ways to get money from a man. But it all revolves around guilt. Okay? Guilt and his feeling of obligation. All right? And his willingness to provide for others and feel useful. All right? Especially his woman. That's going to reward him later. Whatever. All right? My point is, how to get money from a man is simply put, make it so that you can't see him, you're unavailable for him because you have to prioritize making money. Okay? If you can't see him because you got to focus on making money, I got to pick up another shift, I got to go do this gig, I got to work extra because I got to keep these lights on, I got rents due, I'm not going to be able to see you this week, I'm sorry. He's going to go, girl, how much do you owe? And you'll be like, I don't know, my light bill is $250. And he's going to go, Venmo, whatever. I've got your lights, girl. Don't worry, don't stress. I got you. And you're going to go, oh my God, you would do that for me? Thank you so much. Wow, what a man. If you make that man feel useful and not used, he'll give you money. All right? Simple as that. Wow, you're taking care of me. He doesn't need to know that you got 2 or 3 paying your light bill. You're getting a few months ahead. He doesn't need to know that. Take that to your grave. All right? That's between you and the Lord. Y'all work that out when you get there. Okay? So, that's how you get money from a man. All right. What's the next one? Okay. How to attract a man of means. That's what y'all want to know, right? How to attract a man of means. Here's the thing. The men want you anyways. Okay? You just need to put yourself where a man of means or men of means congregate. All right? Go to country clubs, yacht clubs, high expensive membership gyms. All right? Think bicycling club on a Tuesday during the day. Not people with jobs can go to that, okay? People with businesses go to that, all right? People that have made some money go biking on a Tuesday, all right? Expensive membership clubs, all right? And I beg, borrow, steal, I don't know. Get yourself a disguise, jump the fence, get in there somehow, all right? And look cute and be there, present. Even if that's a church congregation or something, anything where successful men congregate. I don't know where you live, but imagine and put yourself there. Whatever it takes, all right? Dig a hole under the fence if you have to. If some of y'all are less aerobic types. Get in there somehow. Sneak in, all right? Then be there with a little cute skirt and a light beat and an Aperol spritz. All right? Be present. Okay? That's how you got to do it. Be where the men are. The men of means are. All right? And see if you get any takers. Okay? And if you don't get any takers, then try another day. And if you don't get any takers, then another day, then try another club. And if you don't, try a few days there. Y'all bound to this is bound to happen. You just got to show up. You got to be attractive, though. So hit the gym, like Bubba Sparks said. Get it tight. All right? Show up. Get it tight. Look cute. Be where the men of means hang out. All right? I don't know where you live, but imagine you'll probably figure it out. Next. Every commitment begins with an ultimatum. Every commitment begins with an ultimatum. If you're not threatening to walk out the door every month, what are you doing? He needs to know that you're a flight risk. And he better watch it, or he's out, or you're out of there. All right? I'm packing my bags. I need a commitment today, or I'm out of here. My ex-boyfriend will help me move out unless I get a ring soon. So what's it going to be? All right? Textbook flight risk. Okay? He needs to know. There's no safety here. Just good behavior. Okay? That's how you do it, folks. Now, I left this one blank because there's a gap here that I wasn't sure. I was going to maybe leave that open to you guys and see how it goes. But I digress. Moving on. Oh, I almost forgot to fill this in. We're going to skip 7 for now. Number 8. Always leave with something. Always leave with something. All right? You never leave empty-handed. Okay? If you are in a relationship with somebody for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you don't have a gain in the bank, you're operating at high risk. You have nothing. What are you going to do if he leaves you for Sally Sue down the block? All right? He's going to meet some girl at Hooters or the barista that was nice to him once, and he's going to sail off into the sunset. And what you're supposed to do? Leave empty-handed? What are you talking about? All right? Y'all need to squirrel that shit away. Keep the change. Put it in your sock drawer. I don't know. Y'all always have a plan to leave the profit. All right? The mutually beneficial. Okay? Put some of that stuff away because I promise you, ma'am, you are one argument away about which side the toilet paper roll should go on. And it's over. And you're going to have nothing. Is that what you want? Nothing? All right? So, during the course of the relationship, y'all need to put property in your names. All right? Tell them it's a tax benefit. Get you a house. All right? Oh, oops, that's not square because I'm upside down. Here we go. Get you a house. All right? Rental income. Okay? To explain the tax benefits for them. Ask your other boyfriend, ChatGPT, to explain the tax benefits for a first-time home buyer and have them put one in your name. That's not far-fetched. That's reasonable. And the more reasonable you can make it sound, the better off you'll be. That's how you leave with something. All right? That's how you profit. Okay? That's what you do, folks. Don't leave with nothing like an amateur, all right? Leave with something. Well, otherwise, what are we doing this for? Where's the mutually beneficial part? Okay? Something to consider. All right? Do nothing to get everything. Now, that's another one. This is sort of an overarching thing. The men want you anyways. All right? So when they say things like, what do you bring to the table? You say, a fork. What do we eat? I accepted your invitation. I'm coming to your table that you invited me to. I don't bring anything. This isn't a potluck. This is an invitation that I accepted to see if we're a good fit. So, what did you bring for us to eat? I'm going to share off your plate. That's how you do it. Okay? Do nothing. They don't want you to do anything. What do they want to do? You act like a man? You see? They want you to be a man. Well, if they wanted you to bring to the table what a man brings to the table, why not just date a man? You see? They don't want you for that. They want you for what God gave you. So do nothing. Don't you see? They don't want you anyways. Don't matter how much money you got, they want you anyways. All right? So, do nothing to get anything. To get everything. Now, I left one open. I'm going to call that number 6. What would you guys like me to talk about? My marker's dying. What would you guys like for me to talk about? Hang on. I can't read the chat this far away. Let me come back. Let me zoom back in. Hello. That's right. That's right. Guys, I know that some of you guys are already here early for that. We're doing the TikTok training. I don't know if y'all have heard or seen on my story. I'm working with TikTok directly. I'm an enterprise partner. People making a lot of money on TikTok Shop as an affiliate, selling things like pots, pans, mop heads, sour gummies, all that stuff. If you want to make some real money, people are making a lot of money right now. People are making an insane level of money right now selling stuff on TikTok. If you're interested in that trading, it starts in 30 minutes. Click the first link in my bio. Okay? It's called Earn on TikTok. Doing it right after this. Don't miss out. All right? Anyway, so we're doing it right after this. Anyways, what do you guys want me to talk about? And it can't be boring. I'll add one more thing. God, kind of dust in here. Ugh. I'm allergic to dust. I mean, I'm not saying that to be funny. I actually am allergic to dust. I know Shira says I'm allergic to dust as like a little joke. I'm actually for real very allergic to dust. Not like deathly allergic, but like yeah, I'm allergic to dust for real. That's not even a joke. I really am. Okay, I'll add one more thing. What would you guys like me to add? Y'all, I'm going to open up the floor. It looks so clean in there. It is. It is clean in here. Hold on. Why do you drink from a straw? That's not what we're talking about. But since you asked. See how white my teeth are? Are they white? They match my shirt or whiter. That's why I drink from a straw. All right? Hope that helps. Let's see. Best way. Men in long relationships who chase a side chick. Yeah, they all do that. Do we need a whole chapter about that? That just seems like, isn't that a given? The user says, do we lie about dating other men? If you're not married, you're single. So, maybe you should mind your own business, though. I'm not saying you should flaunt it. All right, men get very territorial. But until he puts a ring on it, is it your fault for looking out for yourself and your own future and interests? What are you supposed to do? Wait for him to decide if you're good enough? Is it your fault or is it his? If he hasn't put a ring on it, whose fault is it that you might be seeing other people? Is it your fault? How can you be held responsible? He didn't ask you to marry him. So, how are you supposed to be responsible for seeing other men? You're just looking out for you. You're looking out for your own best interest in your future and your goals. What are you supposed to do? Wait for 5 years and hope he decides? What is that? Who does that serve? Where's the mutually beneficial part? Russell, talk about how men only go back to the form when they see she's moved on, please. I don't know what that means. Back to the form? What are you talking about? Guys, got a English. All right. Pavlovian conditioning. Yeah, right. You saw that. Yeah, I did a whole video on Pavlovian conditioning. That's so funny you say that. What about a man who can't keep a job? What about him? Are you dating those guys? Are you dating a man who can't keep a job? What does that say about you? What does that say about your own self-worth if you're just dating a man who can't keep a job? Do you hate yourself? Do you just want to come home and pull out your hair, have early grays, arguing with some stinky man who can't keep a job? Is that what you want for yourself? Is that what you envisioned for yourself when you were 6? Or what, maybe 10? Is that the life you wanted? Arguing with some stinky man about why he can't help ends meet? So, ask yourself that. Is that what you want? He keeps coming back, but he keeps paying for all of my stuff. Sounds like a win-win, man. All right? He leaves for a while. Great. Get yourself a blowout. Get your nails done. Whatever. And then he comes back and pays for stuff. Sounds like you got everything you want. Get some space and you get somebody to pay for your stuff. Wow. Living the dream life. Great. Do you have to tell him about your other boyfriend? I don't think so. Is that really his business? Hang on. That's right. What do I say to a man? What do I say to a man? Hang on. That's a good one. What do I say to a man who I tell him I own my own business and he immediately is like, no? I don't understand what you mean by that. Y'all aren't being clear to me. Let's talk about men who want breadwinner partners. Oh, great. Y'all can just get married and then you can carry him across the threshold. All right? You can buy him golf clubs when he wants to go golfing with his buddies. Okay? You can book his dental appointments. Register his insurance for him. All right? Tuck him in at night. Make sure you got him a little water next to his nightstand. All right, on his nightstand next to him when he sleeps. Kiss him on the forehead. Is that the man you want? Is that the kind of man you want? What kind of man approaches a woman in the first place and is like, I just want a woman who's a breadwinner? Who the fuck says that? That's crazy. That's such a foreign concept. It icks me out. I'm a grown-ass adult man, and I have no I have no dog in this race, and that icks me out hearing it. Just want to defer responsibility for your own life and push that onto somebody else for what? Do you have a rocket? Maybe you got a rocket, but even still, you're going to hate that man if you have to pay for him. Gross. Hang on, let's do that. Hang on. What's up, YouTube? When looking for a wealthy man, what should I expect? What are men's standards and expectations? They just want you to look cute. They want you to be attractive to them and available when they have time for you. That's it. That's it. It's not even that hard. When you make money, when your life is about making money, all right, you have windows of time. I never know what my day is going to be. Every single day is different. So I'm doing this whole TikTok thing. I work with TikTok directly. All right, and we're an enterprise partner. They hire guys like me to bring people to the platform. I'm looking for my next Rachel Ray. I need a sales woman that can do live selling stuff. All right, and I'm doing that training. I'm bringing people to the platform. We're working together and we're making money. All right, but you know what it takes to do that? It's work every day. All right, I'm looking at products from all over the world. We're selling pots, pans, skincare routines, you name it. It's so much work. All right. Every single day is a new problem. Every single day I got one obstacle after another. Every single day something bad happens, and I gotta fix that shit. So, because that's the only way we're gonna be successful, and we're killing the game, by the way. But the only way that happens is because I'm at the helm, making sure all of those problems go away. And that's the point. It's so difficult, and it's all the time we're dealing with some new thing, some insurmountable obstacle that you're gonna solve and sort out every single day. And then you only have windows of time for a woman. So it's like, hey, I'm free at 6 o'clock, 6:30 today. Are you free? And it's like they just want you to say yes, I'm available. That's it. They don't want to be like, okay, well next Wednesday. No, because I don't even know what I'm going to be doing next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is a fucking mess. Who knows? I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing clearly tomorrow because you're all the time at odds and working. So it's really, really difficult to even predict. So you got to be pretty enough for them, and you also have to be available to them when they're ready. That's it. Kind of be around their schedule a little bit. And I know that's not super feasible for a lot of folks, especially if you got jobs or whatever. And I get that. But you ask what they want. That's what they want. They want you to be pretty and available. That's it. Don't you see? That's it. Hello, folks. Let's see here. Let's see. What if he has kids but takes care? What if he has kids but takes care of you? Great. So what? If he's a good father and he takes care of you, that sounds like a win-win, man. Great. The only problem is you're going to be listening to all the tales about his bitch ex-wife every other weekend on the way to the McDonald's parking lot. But that's a small sacrifice to pay if he's taking care of you. You're just going to get an earful twice a month. All right? That's about it. I promise you. And I'm always right. Don't y'all know I can predict the future? I got a crystal ball in here somewhere, but I don't need it for that one. That one's easy. I know exactly what your dating life's going to be like. All right? You're just going to get an earful every other weekend. That's about the worst of it. Do I have to sleep with him? Ma'am, if you don't want to sleep with him, why are you with him? You get what I mean? And if you're with him because of financial reasons, then listen to what your grandma said. You're going to learn to love that man. All right? You'll learn to love him. You'll help him shave his back. It's like a mat. But you'll learn to love that hairy man. All right? Grandma was right. Oh, man. I hope that helps. I hope that helps, folks. All right. You are funny. Just deal with it. That's right. Let's see here. Hi, I see you over here, YouTube. I got YouTube chat now. Hi, guys. I bet you have a dope-ass credit score. You're right. I do. That's true that. Let's see here. That was actually really funny. You know what's the actually for me? Ma'am, is this your first time here? Hi. Let's see here. Hi, hang on. How do I make men pay my stuff? Hang on. How do I? Oh, hey, Jelena, what's up? How do I make men pay my stuff more than just dinner dates, even though those are hard to find, not 50-50? Well, first of all, aren't you in Norway or something? The more of those egalitarian, or the states that are more egalitarian, like the where you're at, it's harder. The men are going Dutch. That's just the way it is out there. And by the way, I just covered that. I covered the whole how to make it pay, and now I'm going to repeat myself. But I recorded this live. Just put it on. It's going to be on Instagram. But I don't think you have a shot. I think you need to move, because there's no way you're going to convince those men otherwise. How to find or make a man into a yearner. What the fuck is that? Guys, y'all using some... I know what to yearn means, but y'all really using that in everyday language? How to make them a yearner? Y'all really saying that out loud to people? That's crazy. That's the craziest thing. Y'all saying that out loud? I'm a successful CEO. Do I hide that from him? Men don't need to know how much money you make. Why is it his business? If a men that make money don't care about how much money you make. I promise. Men will marry the waitress. You think they care about how much money you make? I promise you they don't. If men care about how much money you make, they're trying to get some of yours, and they're trying to calculate in their own mind how little they're going to have to work now. So why tell them anything? Tell them you're the CEO of a charitable organization. We work at the Red Cross. I don't make a dime. I'm busy, but I don't make a dime. Sorry. You still want me to come? Should I still get ready for tonight or not? He'll still say yes. So just don't let him know. He doesn't need to know. You're donation-only business. All right? You do it because you're a humanitarian. All right? Maybe he'll donate. If he's interested in you, maybe he'll make a contribution. All right? Make it out to you, first name. First name and last name on the check. Just make it out to me directly. You can make it to my betterment of somebody's life. All right? How about that? Should I? Hang on. Should I charge investment fee before the first date? I don't know a lot of men. I mean, I know a lot of simp men that will send you money before a date. They'll just, hey, just for you to come. That does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but now we're getting into the realm of a little this or that, you know. And look, don't get me wrong, get your money, boo boo, for real. Make your own cash for real. If the men are willing to pay, accept it. Take advantage of it. All right. Don't put yourself in any compromising positions. Y'all meet in public or whatever. But if he wants to pay you before showing up, a little deposit or whatever, it's non-refundable. So if you want me to go to coffee, don't expect it back. All right? When do we start talking about money? Right away. That's normally discussed pretty quickly. All right. People just kind of skirt around it, sure, at the beginning, trying to size you up. She's a gold digger or whatever, which I thought was so stupid. There's this show called The Millionaire Matchmaker, and there's this guy on there. It's like he had like nice cars, whatever, and he had a Lamborghini, a base model Lamborghini, and a Toyota or something, or maybe a Tesla. I don't remember what it was. But he would always, on the first date, as a test for women, pick up the woman in like the Honda or Toyota or whatever it was, Corolla. And just to see if they'd be like, oh, okay, if you're cool with driving a Corolla, then I can really, I want to get to know you for you and not for your money. Which is such a stupid fucking concept. It's like, oh, this is my little test for her. Because if she passes this test, then the next time I'll pick her up in my base model Lamborghini. God. What the fuck? I've never in a million years. So I have a McLaren 720S. I've had a Lamborghini Huracan 610-LP. And I have an Aston Martin. And I've never once in my life ever thought, oh, I'll just pick her up in a little Corolla and just test her. It's like, we know why you're here. I get it. We get it. But you can be more than just your money. You can have money, but you can also be smart. You can also be funny. You can also be well put together. You can also be hilarious. There's so many things. There's like, oh, you're a whole character. It's not just the one thing. All right. But the only thing you want that woman for is because of her bomb-ass pictures on Instagram? Right. The hypocrisy. Okay. What a stupid test. Make her think that you're poor. Because when I see somebody that's poor, especially perpetually poor, I think to myself that there's a character problem here. There's a reason why they're at the bottom. Don't you see? There's a reason why they're 45-year-old and can't get on at all. It's because they're likely liars, they're excuse makers, the world happens to them, a dark cloud follows them everywhere they go. All right? That is a character fucking flaw. All right? So if not saying that if you haven't made it by 40, you can't still make it, but my God, you've had a long time to try. My God. And now what, you're dating instead of trying to get on? What the fuck kind of priorities is this? It's all out of whack. So when you pick up somebody in a beater to some sort of test, what it looks like to me is that you're just some fucking loser that just lies and makes excuses all the time. What a stupid test. Don't you see? And by the way, I'm right, because he literally is lying to you on the very first date. So even if he has a base model Lamborghini, he's still a fucking liar. And he started that way. What a joke. Oh, he's sitting there like, he cracked the code. I just pick her up in my little Corolla, and she doesn't even know that I have a Lamborghini. But you really just you look like a fucking idiot. That's what it looks like to me. What the fuck are you talking about? Were your parents rich? No. Parents are poor. I grew up very poor. I grew up in a trailer. Grew up in my mother in her mother's trailer in the backyard of her mother's house. So, generational poverty. Single mama, uneducated, no money. So, it's a character fucking flaw, man. I promise you that. People that work hard and make money. That's it. And the people that lie and make excuses don't. So, can you blame a woman for not wanting to date some fucking loser? Can you blame them? Isn't it obvious that they should want to date the winners? You know what I mean? Because the characteristics it takes to be a winner. You're not fooling anybody picking him up in a Corolla. That's stupid as fuck. All right. Hi, guys. Direct deposit or Amex card. That's funny. How about a little of both? I like both of those things. I like direct deposit and Amex. We have a relationship. Hello, folks. Do you love your mom? I'm very close to my mother. So I was raised by a single mama. She has been through a couple of tumultuous relationships. She's remarried on her third marriage now. But this man loves my mama. He's a little younger than her. You know, third time's a charm. They've been together for 15 years. And I used to be kind of not, I'm a young boy, single mom. So I never really liked my mother's suitors or whatever. But this man that she married, I love him for loving her. He loves my mama, and I love that. All right? So I don't have to worry about her. I don't have to worry that she's going to be all right when she's older. All right? And that's awesome. That's like a great feeling to have. I mean, she took care of me financially. So when I grew up, I got to the point where I can take care of her financially. And that's the life I live. And I take care of her because she took care of me. And my brother's in the picture too. Actually, I have a whole brother too. He's around. But I just do what I think that's the right thing to do, and that's how I was raised. So your character is lacking. Is it? Do you think my character is lacking? Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, I would love for my son to hop on. Share the live with him. Okay, speaking of which though, guys, so you guys know I'm working with TikTok. I'm an e-commerce mover. You guys remember QVC? Like Rachel Ray? Slinging pots and pans, selling stuff on QVC, late night infomercial. That's the new way. That's happening all over again, but live in action in your face on your feed. Day and night. Like it's not just at night anymore. So I work with TikTok directly. I'm an enterprise partner. I've been on social media a long time. People are making a ton of money on TikTok, let me tell you. All right, so I do that. I'm going to be doing the free training tonight in 5 minutes. Click the first link on my bio. Let's go to Earn on TikTok. I'm looking for my next Rachel Ray for real. I need live sellers. People are making a lot of money on those shoppable videos, those affiliate videos, but I'm showing people how to do that. But I'm also, more importantly, looking for live sellers. If you have it in you to sell live, I promise you, ma'am, you could kill the game right now. It's just a wide open market. We're taking advantage of it, so I go where the money goes. If you're interested in learning that, making some real cash, I got a woman right now selling mopeds, making over $300,000 a month, straight up, just selling futuristic looking mopeds right there in the TikTok Shop Partner Program. If you're interested in learning how to do that and want to make a little side money, I'm going to show you how to do it for free in about 4 minutes. Click the link in my bio and we'll see you all there, okay? Yes, ma'am. Yes, people are making all kinds of money. This webinar that's coming up today is a training module that I had previously done that people were asking for me to redo. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Literally, get your pens out. I'm going to show you for free. Get your pens out. Get a notepad, and I'll show you exactly what to do. You can copy the blueprint, okay? Does your brother look like me? No. We look alike, but we've grown up. So we're just different now. We're similar. There's similarities, but we look different. Okay. Why does he keep texting me every few days to check up on me? Because he wants to know if you're still there on the back burner waiting on him. That's why. All right? Are you still there waiting on him? You still there just in case? Just in case he strikes out a few more times? Are you still going to be there when he texts you? Ah, got it. That's who you are. The backup plan. Miss backup. Is a 25-year-old age gap bad? Is a 25-year-old age gap bad? It depends. Maybe for some of y'all it's good. Some of y'all sleepy girls want to go to bed at 7:30. Y'all date a man that's 25 years older than you. Y'all gonna have date nights at the early bird special at the Shoney's, and you're gonna go home, do your skincare routine, look like a mummy, and be in bed promptly at 7:30. You'll be so well rested. And he might even leave you something. So, you tell me if it's bad. Because to this listener, it sounds like you're not going to have any eye bags. And your pores are going to be so small. You have all your hair. Won't be thinning out because of some man that can't make ends meet. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a good deal, not a bad one. Okay, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna do the training. I'm gonna flip a switch and turn the training on. It starts literally right now in 1 minute. Click the first link on my bio. It's called Earn on TikTok. I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. Free training right now after this. Go to my Instagram or my TikTok. It's right at the top. I'll see you guys over there. Thanks everybody for joining me. Bye-bye. I gotta change and get ready. Here we go. See you guys in a bit.